Every day's a holiday. I'm Imtani Holiday, and I'm here to talk to you about why you should be cruising or planning your next cruise today. So if you're on a budget, or even if you're not, if you want to travel the world, cruising is a great way to do this. So number one, you need to be on a cruise because your budget will thank you. Cruising is a great opportunity for you to save money if you're in your 20s or 30s, or even if you're in your 40s, 50s, does not matter. With cruising, you have an opportunity to bring the third and fourth person free. So if you have a family, it's a great way for you to save money. And think of it, it's an all-inclusive, but instead of being on land, you're at sea. And the wonderful thing about it is you have a different view every single day. So it is great. But from a budget perspective, with that third and fourth person being free, think about it for a minute. If you bring 3 of your closest friends on a trip, that $2,000 a room kind of trip now turns into about $500 a person if you actually split that cost. Or just bring one favorite person, and then all you have is $1,000 a person. And think about it, all of your meals are included. Another reason that cruising is a great way to go is the entertainment. There's something on board for everyone. I mean, everything from lounges to live music shows to Broadway style plays, especially if you're on Carnival and Royal, they do that fantastically. There are bands and musicians all across the board with different genres of music for you to listen to. There's live comedians, there's magic shows, there's, oh my goodness, you name it, it's on a cruise ship, and it's all available to you free. So there are lots of activities to do on the cruise ship. It doesn't matter what age you're in. There's everything from ping pong to pickleball, from basketball to volleyball. There's a track on board. There's a gym on board. And for those of you that have decided to bring your parents, there's every type of deal or no deal, bingo, lots of activities. There's kids camps for your children. There's literally, you name it, it's on a cruise ship. There's ice skating rings, axe throwing on. Some of these Royal Caribbean cruises are outrageous with the amount of activities. They have the boardwalk, Central Park. Now, while not all cruises have the same level of activities, there's still lots to actually do. There's crocheting, there's knitting classes, there's Bible studies. I mean, you name it, it is on a cruise ship. There's also napkin artistry. You want to learn how to do origami. There's rock climbing. And there's always a million seminars where they're trying to sell you things if you want to learn how to lose weight, or you're looking for the latest spa inventions to help firm up your skin, whatever you need. I mean, a cruise will try to sell you the ocean if they could, but lots of those entertainment and activities are actually free, and you cannot beat that. The next reason cruising is great is the food. I mean, even your most bougie and discerning traveler will have a great time on a cruise ship. And so let's talk a little bit about the different types of dining. So there's the main dining, which is usually your sit-down dining areas. And this is actually really good. This is where the service on a cruise ship really, really stands out. I mean, you're not going to get this kind of service unless you're in a 4 or 5-star restaurant. Literally, you have the servers and the waiters, and everybody's trying to attend to your every need. That is just a wonderful experience. And they're looking to cater to you. I mean, literally, if you do something the same for the first 2 days, don't be surprised if that cup of tea you always have is appearing on your table without you even having to ask. The other great thing is that you can get any kind of food variations that you want. If you see something on the menu and you want to mix and match, you can do it to your heart's content. And on top of that, you can also get as many appetizers or entrees as you want. For those of you that eat like football players, you will definitely have a blast on a cruise ship. And there's also lots of vegan choices that you can actually taste out or try. There's also plenty of opportunity for you to try dishes like escargot, which are snails, which I thought were delicious. They taste like portobello mushrooms and scampi sauce, but you put in the comments below if you think it tastes like something else, but that's what it tastes like to me, and I enjoy them. So lots of main dining, food options. They change up the menus, and you get to try different things from different countries. It might be French one night, it might be Italian. And there's also your buffets. And while buffets are typically not my favorite because I personally don't like other people breathing over my food potentially, some cruise lines do a better job of the buffets, but they definitely have food for everyone. Whether you're vegetarian, whether you're gluten-free, There's always lots of different options. There's carving stations, there's Mexican stations, there's hot dogs, hamburgers, and pizza for the folks that really don't care. So regardless of whether you're bougie or not, you will find something to eat on a cruise ship. And don't forget the specialty restaurants. The pricing on these specialty restaurants is unlike anything you're ever going to get on land. You're not going to get a 6-course meal for $50 anywhere that's worthwhile. And literally there are times where they'll offer you additional food if you wanted to just try certain dishes. So definitely splurge on a specialty restaurant at least one time if you get a chance to get on a cruise ship. So the food is plentiful. It is available all times of the night. There's free continental breakfast for room service. I mean, you don't even have to leave your room in the morning if you don't want to. You can get your cup of coffee sent to you or tea. One of my favorite reasons for being on a cruise ship is actually the many ports that I get a chance to visit. I have hopped around a lot traveling across the country. I mean, I've done Europe trips where every 3 days I change location. So I had to fly somewhere, catch an Uber, or take a taxi or a train. And really, cruise lines take all of that work off of you. Literally, you get on the ship, you go have great fun and food, and then you go to sleep. You wake up, you're in a totally different location. I mean, come on, like you can't beat that. To see something new every single day, just about. And even if you're at sea a day or two, you're not in the same part. You're always moving. So it is definitely a great opportunity to see different places. It's also a great opportunity for you to figure out what islands or parts of the world you actually would want to stay. So for example, while most people think the Caribbean is like, oh, it's all the same, well, it isn't. And each island is different. The people are different. The environment, the vibe is all different. And so you want to make sure that before you go splurge and spend $2,000, let's say, on an all-inclusive resort, that you actually like the island, right? There's certain places that I visited where I was so happy I did not spend an entire week there and just had the day. The day was enough for me to get a feel, to enjoy myself, and I was good. So definitely it's an opportunity for you to see the many places and then decide later on when your budget may be a little bit bigger, or when you just feel like you want to do more of a land vacation, you want to make sure that you're staying in the locations that fit whatever your needs are. And cruising helps you to figure out what location will help you do that. So there's lots of different cruise locations that you can travel to. The Caribbean is the easiest one to get to from the States, but the Mediterranean offers great cruises. I just did one that went to Athens, several other ports in Greece, and also did Turkey. And what a great way to see the different places or see the different Greek islands, because I was able to see which ones I actually would want to visit again. And quite frankly, it wasn't like the most popular ones. I personally loved Rhodes more than I loved Santorini or Mykonos. And so for you, cruising will be a great way for you to figure out what islands you actually like and where you want to spend your money potentially later on. And if you haven't traveled a lot, it's a great way to get a couple of quick hits in, to see a couple of places. And what a great opportunity to chat with your friends to talk about the many places in Greece you went without having to get on a ferry to get to the next place. The other great thing about cruising is that you can bring your family, that it is for all generations, all people. If you have family members with disabilities, cruise ships typically can accommodate them. And so some cruise ships even have dialysis machines. I mean, come on, people. Like, that is something that is unheard of, right? But they're also available for wheelchairs. They're used to scooters on board. They'll even give you a scooter company to help you plan the travel for your family members. They're very much catering to any and everyone on a cruise ship. It's a great opportunity to bring your parents, your grandparents, your kids all on the same trip. And there is something from everyone. Remember the entertainment, remember the food and the cost. I mean, those are good reasons to bring all these generations together. So that way you can save, you can enjoy, and you can have most of your family with you. So my other favorite thing about cruising is that I get to stay put, that I don't get to pack and unpack and pack and unpack and move and shift. I don't have to do any of that. Literally, I set it and forget it. Unpack your bags and you're done. Literally, you're just going to get off the ship and go to different places. So we talked about the different ports, but this is another great reason to go cruising, is that you don't have to keep packing and unpacking, and you get a chance to just travel the world. The other reason that cruising is great and why you should be traveling on a cruise ship is that you really get to travel your way. You get the sense when you get on a cruise ship that everyone's on there for different reasons. I mean, some people came on to relax, some people to socialize, some people to actually explore and do lots of excursions. And really, you can cruise in the way that you want. And people aren't as concerned these days about, oh, you weren't super formal on formal night. Or, you know, it's kind of like you see everyone's doing their own thing. And it's a great experience. And I'm all about traveling your way. And as a holiday, I mean, sometimes that changes. Sometimes I want to relax and other times I want to explore. And so cruising really gives you an opportunity to do that. And you can do as many or as little activities as you want to do. And because there's so many different activities, everyone in your family can pick to do different things and enjoy themselves. You can also sit at the pool all day, or you can just sit in your room if you want to on the balcony. It's totally up to you. And that's the great thing about cruising, is that you actually have lots and lots of choices. The other reason that you should cruise is because it's pretty safe on board. I've never had to worry about my safety on any of the cruise lines that I've gone on. Now, I've done Carnival, probably not my favorite. I've done Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, and Princess. And I can tell you, and Norwegian, and I never had any concerns for safety. And so there was never an issue of walking around late at night. There was nothing that made me feel unsafe. And I think that's great, especially for solo travelers, is that you don't have to worry about traveling alone. And trust me, there are 1,000,001 people for you to talk to, or looking for you to actually talk to on a cruise line. And so definitely lots of wonderful people you'll meet along the way. I've met friends probably every single cruise line I've been on. I've met someone that I, may text periodically. And so it's a great way also to meet people and socialize if you want to. Regardless of whether you're a solo traveler or if you're traveling with your family, you will definitely meet lots of great people on cruise lines from all over the world. So hopefully you've decided to start planning your next cruise. So we're going to put out some more videos on how to pick the best cruise line for you. So stay tuned. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you get our next videos up. And we look forward to seeing you. And remember, in all your packing, pack your patience and make every day a holiday for you, because you should do something for yourself each and every day, regardless of whether you get to go on vacation. Bye now.